breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. Big chips, man.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Jahan, what do you need?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
What's that?
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Cousins. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Jahan, what do you need?
Right there, 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Out.
What's that?
Handoff comes to Cook. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Jahan, what do you need?
Mike 5-4. Exit. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Listen to me.
Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Again, this is Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To Hunt. 180.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. I got you.
Hey, yo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To Hunt. 180.
Mike 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Where's the Hunt?
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mike 54.
Gun.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, we're good. Bravo.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
One time.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Bailey able to knock it through. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. Give him 14 on that one. And a 1st down.
Let's go.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Seahawks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
Never mind, 52.
Now Wilson going to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
I got you. Hey,
Wait, the hot.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Watch the curve.
Now Cousins. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins to throw it. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get this.
Now it's Carson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Returnable for Grant. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch 54. Tackles.
Gun.
54. Mike 54. All you get is a headache.
Gun. Watch that. Check Mike 54.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play, that's a -4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run with a fullback hand, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go! Let's go!
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 12.
Here we go.
Here we go. Send Tusa.
You don't want none.
5.
The first throw for the backup Lynch. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch that in.
Play action. Now Lynch. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
15, 20, 15 now.
Watch the slant.
Ready?
On 2nd and 12, Lynch. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jaleel Johnson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lynch. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Stephen Weatherly, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings, they'll be set. Up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Watch the backer,
Watch the backer.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game. And for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Kenny.
Throwing, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They go play action with Lynch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Lynch now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On the ready.
Watching it fly. Hey, I'm coming after you.
To throw again is Lynch. Buying time to his left. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Lynch. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down. 30 base.
55, Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Going to run with Madison again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
Let's go. Do it.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Gain of 14. 1st down, Seahawks.
On the double.
55. You.
Ready?
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut.
Fair.
They go play action now. Lynch. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 39 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Pirine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Go, go, go.
2nd and 14. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Topper, Topper. Hey, Delta. Go.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now! Hey, Haywood! Lee Griffin!
They go with Abdullah again. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yep. Get him. You got it. 6-6, pull it high. Go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm going to run you over. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Go.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Give me.
Hey, Orbit.
Here we go. Mike's 54.
Hit it.
54.
They'll look to throw.
Second time, defense. Let's go.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Set. 30 base.
Mike 50, huh? I'm coming after you. Now.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
You don't want no problem from me.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game,